Hi students, this is Boss the Panda. Welcome to Master of English. So, as we are studying about part of speech, the detailed discussion on part of speech is going on. Today, our topic, are related to verb. We have completed noun, we've completed, pronoun, we have, already discussed adjectives, and today, as you know, a curry is tasteless without spice, like that. English is incomplete without verb. That's why, verb it's called the soul of English grammar. So, what is it? Verb, the soul of English grammar. Yeah, verb is the soul of English grammar. So, what is a verb? Why it is called verb? Yes or no? The question I just spontaneously. Why it is called verb? Verb is derived from the word verbum. Verbum, which means to act. To act. Verbum means to act. Yeah, very good. So, verb is derived from the Greek root verbum, which means to act. That means all the acting words or doing words are called verb. What? All the acting words or doing words are called verb. You understood? What? All the acting words or doing words are called verb. Okay. So, verb. As I've told you, verb is the soul of English grammar. Verb, can be divided into two types: auxiliary verb and main verb. First of all, auxiliary verb and main verb. What is an auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verbs, the synonyms of auxiliary verb is helping verb. Yeah, and main verb are those verbs that can act itself without any help. They are main verb, and auxiliary verb helps the other verbs or the main verbs to form tense. Okay, so auxiliary verbs. Let's have a discussion about the auxiliary verb first of all. Thereafter, we'll go to and according to their usage, let us see what are the types. Types of verb is vital. Lots of verbs are there in English, but let's try to understand how the verbs are divided. What are the names given to different types of verb? Okay, I'll try to elaborate all those forms today in that video. The video may be long, a little long rather. So stay tuned till the last word iota to know what is a verb. Okay, so verb, the classification of verb. Let us see the classification of verb, or what are the types of verb in English. Verb. Then first one, auxiliary verb. You can say transitive verb. Then intransitive verb, regular verb, irregular verb, strong verb, weak verb, incomplete verb, stative verb, etc. I have no space to write, that's why I stop. Okay, auxiliary verb, transitive verb, intransitive verb, regular verb, irregular verb, strong verb, weak verb, incomplete verb, stative verb, etc. Yeah. So, what is an auxiliary verb? Let me do. What is an auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb, as you know, and what are the types of auxiliary verbs? In English, normally auxiliary verbs there are 27 auxiliary verbs. What? Yes, 27 verb forms of auxiliary verb. Three main auxiliaries are there. Three. Okay, their base form is three. What are the three forms? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what are the three forms of auxiliary verbs. Okay, so be, have, and do. These are primary auxiliary. Primary auxiliary, and will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, used to, and ought to. Okay, these are what? These are your modal auxiliary. Auxiliary verb are divided into two types. Auxiliary verb are divided into two types. Okay, what are those? Primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Okay, auxiliary verb are divided into two types: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Okay, primary auxiliary has three forms. Primary has three forms, as I have told you already. You know, be, have, and do. Then be has eight form. Be has eight form. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Okay, eight forms. Have has three form. Have has and had. Then you know, do has three form. Do, does, and did. So these are all primary auxiliary verb. Okay. Then modal auxiliary is there. Modal auxiliary. Modal that express mood. Okay, mood of a person, whether in which mood that person is. Modal auxiliary are, you know, 13 in numbers, as I have already written. What? Shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, used to, and that too. These are the 13 modal auxiliary. Okay, and these 13 modal auxiliary are divided into two groups. What are those? You know, pure modals, and marginal modals. Pure modals and marginal modals. There are 9 pure modals in English and 4 marginal modals or semi modals, you can say. So the question arises: why they are called, you know, semi modals or marginal modals? Because they sometimes act as modal auxiliary verb, or sometimes they are act as main verb. That's why they are considered as modal auxiliary verb, marginal modal auxiliary verb. Okay, those semi-modals. And pure modals, that means they are always modal. That's why they are called pure modals. They only act as modals always. That's why. So this is about your modal auxiliary and primary auxiliary. You now understood the form of modal auxiliary and what primary auxiliary. I'm not discussing here all those things. That mean their uses and why they. And which in which situation they are being used. I hope in the next video, whenever I'll make another video on this verb and tenses, I'll tell all details about all these things. Okay, so let us see the other verbs. Auxiliary verb, there are transitive verb. Yeah, transitive verb. Transitive verb. Transitive verb. What is a transitive verb? Transitive verb are those verbs, the verb that takes object. The verb that takes object. I play football. Look at this. I play football. Here, play is your transitive verb. And remember, without transitive verb, you can't make, voice change. That means from active, you can make what? Active. That's why. So you need a transitive verb to make what? A sentence or convert a sentence from active to passive. Then intransitive verb, the verb that doesn't take object. The verb that doesn't take object is called your intransitive verb. You understood? I hope so. Here it is object. Okay. And I go to school. I go to school. Here, go is your intransitive verb. It is not transitive because this is not the object. This is what? This is the argument, or you can say it is the complement. This is the argument. So this is not the object. Okay. So go is what? Your intransitive verb. Then comes, regular verb or irregular verb. You can say regular verb, irregular verb, regular, irregular. What are regular verbs? Regular verbs are those verbs that that have the same form. That have the same form, like past V2 form and V3 form, or you can say the past form or the past participle form remain always unchanged. That means same form. Those verbs are called regular verb. You understand? So those verbs that remain unchanged while changing past into the past form and past participle form, the same form they bear. They are called, what? Which verb? Yeah, regular verb. Very good. Then irregular verb. What are irregular verb? Irregular verb. That means, okay. Let me give you one example. Like sleep. Sleep is there. PP. It is slept and sleep. Look. The two forms are same. Two forms are same. Slept. So this is the example of what regular verb. And this regular verb is also known as weak verb. Regular verb is also known as weak verb, okay, because they remain, they go with ସେମାନେ ଏକଲା ଏକଲା ନିଜ ହିସାବରେ strong ହେଇକିରି ଯାଆନ୍ତି ଯାଆନ୍ତିନି ସେମାନେ ଦୁର୍ବଳ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତି, that's why they are called weak verb. Then irregular verb, irregular verb, irregular verb, irregular verb. Irregular verbs are those verbs that have three different forms or different spelling. Three different forms or three different spelling. They are also known as your strong verb. Irregular verb are also known as strong verb, like speak, spoke, spoken. Speak, spoke, and spoken. Spoken. Yeah. Spoken, speak, spoke. Three different forms are there: speak, spoke, spoken. Yes or no? So this type of verb are also considered a strong verb and what? Irregular verb. Yeah, understood? Yeah. Transitive, intransitive, auxiliary, main. Then regular and irregular verb. Strong and weak verb. Now let me tell you what are incomplete verbs. Incomplete verbs. Incomplete verbs are those verbs that need a complement to complete its sense. When main verb are used, independently, and after them nothing is being used, they are called normally incomplete verbs. Or the verb those need a complement to complete its sense is called what? Incomplete verb. Like he became. Suppose I have written he became. He became what? He became what? Yeah, became is what? Incomplete verb. Yes or no? Now we have to put what? He became angry. He became angry. Yeah, became is what? Became is what? Became is your? Yes, incomplete verb. Then Ram was. Ram was. What? Ram was what? You need a complement. A teacher. Okay. Teacher. Ram was a teacher. Look at this. This is your incomplete verb. If you are writing Ram was, then you can say he seems. He seems what? He seems what? Without complement, the sentence will not be completed. So he seems happy. Yeah, he seems happy. So this type of verb are called incomplete. I'm completing. The video will be longer. That's why I'm completing it swiftly. I hope you understood. If you are not getting anything, just leave me a comment and I'll clarify your doubts. Okay, guys. So the next one is your stative verb. Stative verb. Stative verb. What is a stative verb? Stative verb are those verbs that state an action, that states about an existence, a feeling, etc. They're called. That's why they are stative verb. And one more factor is there why they are called stative verb. They are not used in ing form because they state. They quote something that cannot be continuous, that is permanent, that is being as it is. That's why it is not converted into continuous tense. That's why they are called stative verb. So what is stative verb? I feel happy. I feel happy today. Not I'm feeling happy today. Yeah, I'm feeling, and you can write I'm feeling what happy today. So feel is your stative verb. You can write I'm sad today. I'm sad today. That's you can. I'm not sadding today. Yes or no? See sometimes can be used in ing for in rare cases, but see is also a stative verb. So those verbs are that state an action or tell us about a state, a condition, etc., etc. Because they cannot be converted into continuous form, and that's why they are called state verb. They remain state unchanged. So that's all for today. We'll have a discussion about adverb tomorrow. So stay tuned with Panda sir. Keep subscribing. Bye bye.